everyone, welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, my hair is like a frizz-bomb today. So, I'm going to carry on using palettes that I already own and creating a look with them. So, today I am going to use my Mcgrath, the Golden Opulence. It's seen better days. The outer packaging is literally falling apart, and I'm not joking. So, this is what we're working with. And we're going to do a look with it. I'm very stuffed up today. I don't know what that's all about. So I'm going to start off using this Pore Filler stick by NYX. And just put it on my nose and around right here. I don't even know how you use this. Like, because it doesn't say, like, I take it you put it on and rub it in. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Am I gonna sneeze? Huh. I'll probably sneeze at the most inconvenient time throughout the video or when I do my makeup. Oh, I hope I'm not getting the cold, people. Look how reddish my eyelids are. Okay, so I thought we'd use that first. Primer. I'm going to use this primer again today. I'm going to use the No Pore Blame Primer, Smooth Primer by Touch and Soul. Just so nice. It's just such a lovely consistency. Oh, so annoying. The eye. Oi, oi, oi. Oh. And that's the primer done. I washed all my brushes last night, so that's good. Okay, what to go for foundation? The thing is, right? Let me get my wee bit out. Ever since I've been sent this by the Community X box that sends you out like items or products if you're picked, I've been really loving it. But I'm like, step away, Julia, you have other ones. Oh my goodness, I really need to blow my nose. I don't have a tissue. I'm going to go in with the Be Perfect Chrome Cover, the luminous one, in the shade Neutral 2. And I'm loving having this little egg thing to keep my sponges in. I think this is a Shein sponge. I'm just going to use my Primark priming water and just give it a wee soak. Let that absorb that a bit. Well, we wait. I was thinking I didn't go with the primer there, but I just did. Take some of this at the back of my hand. Get me damp sponge. And let's apply. I don't know about anybody else, but I know a lot of people have like their skin change like season to season. I think most folk do, but I feel like my skin is changing completely. It was always like dry, dehydrated, and now I would say it's a bit dry combo. The amount of oiliness that I get around my nose is mental. It used to just be at night, but it's getting a bit more oily. But it is only there, so I'm not sure. If, you know, you went to a skincare person, they would say, you know, your combination oily or whatever. Or oily dry. Because then I get the extremely sensitive dry eyelids. This foundation is really good, by the way, people, especially if you, it says medium coverage, but come on, that's not medium coverage. I would say it's sheer coverage, which is completely fine by me. It looks like I've got now on. Happy days. Happy days are here. Okay, please excuse me, I need to blow my nose. I'm going to just use my little towel that's going to get cleaned. I don't know what allergies, people. There we go. Got to be done. Right. Sanitize the hands. We'll just blow our nose. Okay, where did we get to? Done the foundation. This is supposed to be medium coverage. As I say, I wouldn't say it was. What is the next step? I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown colour corrector in light bisque. And this little flat brush here. Sometimes I just use my hand, like my finger in that, but I'll put it on like this. We'll focus it mostly like in there, even though the darkness is further along. Sunshine on a rainy day. Right, we need a small little sponge. I just keep them in this little bag here. And I've got my cute little number 7 sponges. Give it a wee spritz. And I'll just give that a moment to absorb onto the teeny tiny sponge. It's not too bad now. And then we will go in. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. You know what dwarf I would be today? Sneezy. Takes up my histamines, I think. The pollen wouldn't be high still, would it? I really give up with these eyebrows, honestly. I plucked them. Like, just under here where the, you know, you've got this little sparse one and they're coming down there. Like, there's some more in there. This is what I mean. I end up going too far with it, so. Okie dokie dokes. I wonder if I should go into the eyes next and come back to the face in case there's fallout. I don't know. I'll just carry on at the moment. I'm going to use Huda Faux Filter in Coconut Flakes. What we're in here is red. Back in with my teeny tiny little sponge. If you haven't tried that concealer, it's so good. So Huda's gone and brought out our infamous powders in a pressed formula. I've never tried the loose one, but I hear such good things. I keep adding them to wish lists and baskets, and I haven't got them yet. Well, maybe at some point. I was never really a loose powder kind of person, but they are good if they don't, like, you know, leave a cast or touch the face down like this, or something, or will sit too heavy on the skin. Talking of loose powders, HMB Soft Focus Loose Powder in the shade Fair, and it goes everywhere because there is no closure to the wee sifter thing, which is really goddamn annoying. She's brought out pressed powders as well. Hollywood from this brand, and I've not tried them either. But I've always tended to go for a pressed powder more than a loose one. But that's really nice. See how it just totally blurs everything? I just don't like the fact that it doesn't have something to close it once you've used it, and it doesn't leave a white cast, which is great because some of them can do that. Next, I'm going to go in with the BFF Face Frosting in the shade Milky Mocha. Looks like this. Looks like I haven't used it, but I have. Now, what brush will we have for this? I'm going to use the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer brush because it is the best. So I take a good amount on and then dab off in the back of my hand, because as you can see there's still loads on there. And then we're just going to start I'm going to bother with contour or anything today, just get that bronze on, and then look in the natural lights coming from the window there. Go back in with a bit more. This would last you a lifetime. I think even if you used it like every single day, if it was the only thing that you used, it would last you like forever. Because it's just, you know, you get such a good amount of product that it's not going to run out on you anytime soon, is it? I couldn't decide what shade to get, so when it first sort of was all popular, I got two shades. This is the lightest one, the Milky Mocha, and then I think it was it buttercream or whatever, but the other one I think is a bit too dark for me, but hey ho. And then I don't always do cream and powder all the time. I'm going to go in again with the HMB Cosmetics bronzer in light. This is a gorgeous colour. I'm going to take a big brush. Again, tap off the excess. And just go over that. All down the neck. Lovely. Jubbly. Next up we have blusher. I'm going to use the Made by Mitchell in My Darling. I'm never a massive fan of his actual blushes. I just feel like they're so dry. I see them on other people and they look really, really lovely and blend so nicely. So I don't know if it's the way I'm doing it or what, but I mean, I have his blush book, but before I got that, you know, I had these ones, and I want to get the curve case in light and in medium, but I want medium more for the blusher shades. And I believe that if you're not keen so much on these original blushes, the curve case blush formula is much better. Like, do you know what I mean? It's okay. And then I'm going to go over it with the Iconic London So Cheeky and Kissed by the Sun. This is like a multi-cheek product. And I'm going to take this little essence brush we're going to add this. I like the way this hugs the face. It just gives a nice little sheen to the skin, this one. And then I'm going to put a little bit of the Rare Beauty Exhilarate highlighter. And I say a little bit, where's the brush? Because this stuff is pigmented. Like, whoa, pigmented. Okay. Let's have a wee look. I'm just going to go back in with my sponge a little bit and just... I think we're done for base at the moment, so I'm going to take a staking spray. I'm just going to use the Pixie Glow Mist. I need to bring my wee fan in here. Okay, let's move on to the eyeballs then. So I'm going to use this palette today. I really hate the packaging for this palette. Okay, we need... Like, it doesn't even want to stay open. Like, why are you annoying me? How do I get you to stay open? Boulder Dash, stay. I don't even know what the names of the shades are. I think it's probably on the back, but let's just go straight in with it, will we? What is that? Fluff. There's only 2 matte shades in it. So there's this sort of mid-tone brown, and then there's like a deeper brown as well. But I never ever reach for these palettes, which is another reason why I'm kind of shopping my stash, I suppose, or, you know, getting them out and using them, rather than just going for my all-time favourite palettes, or like sort of newish ones to me. I would imagine in December, I usually get makeup for my birthday and my Christmas. But I'm 40 this December, so I don't know. But usually if I've got any new makeup, then I will start using it throughout, you know, the next year. I mean, don't get me wrong, this palette is pretty good. I mean, it should be. It's about Mcgrath, for God's sake, but I just, out of all the palettes I do have, I don't reach for it. So that's the only first, like the lightest matte shade. Now we'll take a smaller one and go into the deepest, darkest, like hello. Like, wow. That is dark. Into dark, dark, dark. My other half's had the chest infection for over a week or so. And he's just at the end of it, so he's still a bit coughy. I bet a few people are gutted about the football, are they? I don't watch football, I'm so not into sport. Clean brush, and we're just doing a little bit of a blend, just to merge it in, so it's not dead harsh. Oh, that's quite good. And then for a shimmer, we've got this light one here, or we've got this one, or we have this crazy one here, which I'm definitely not going to use. And then there is this pinky tone, which I actually think I might use this one today. Because I'd be tempted to go in straight away with the really light, the all white shimmery one. But let's just not do that. Let's be different. Let's go for the sort of unicorn, raspberry, sort of a pink shade. Let me just grab a little flat brush just to try and make it a tiny bit neater. And get it right into that inner corner. That's right, ideally. Oh, that's actually proper nice, because that's a colour that I definitely would not choose for myself. See, reds and sort of pinks, they're just not my jam at all on me. Which is why, like, the cherry cola palette with Morphe that I got, unfortunately I'm just like, nah, it's not for me. Back into the deepest brown a bit more, just to add a little bit back in. Just so that it's not all of that a bit of blend in there, so it's not so harsh on the edge. I'm not going to take colour under my eye, so I used basically the two matte shades and this one here. Okay, eyeliner. I am going to just take my Charlotte Tilbury Classic Brown because I do love it. Now, what is going on there? For some reason, that Pixie setting spray hasn't really set much, so I'm going to go into the powder on my wee puff again and just put a little bit more on these said areas. Because she's done me dirty as Pixie. That's better. Right, wee bit of mascara, pop a lip on, you'll be glad. Mascara, I'm still using this amazing one by Max Factor because I love it. I love it. It's so nice. I still need to get eyelash curlers, man. I was hoping to find some like Home Bargains, but I didn't see any. Those eyebrows, you are crazy. Oh, I love this mascara. And for lips, I think, let's just get that wee bit. I think for lips, we are still going to go in with Soft Spoken NYX. then I'm going to try what all the kids do. I'm going to take some of the blush. This is my darling. Alright. Looks a bit drying. And then over the top I put the Charlotte Tilbury minty thing. What does that look like at all? It's alright, isn't it? And that's everything. So that's me done. Get ready with me using the Age of Golden Opulence. I keep saying Age of Opulence. What do you think? Is it pretty? So if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, click the bell button to be notified of when I next upload, and I will see you next time. And I'm actually enjoying coming on and doing this, so I hope you are as well. Bye.